morning. Video 17, gardening calendar. I've got little jobs to do. I'm going to have a walk around the garden. Everything's looking good. I'm having a nice cup of coffee first. I'll show you that. There's my coffee. Now then, this bolt she wants me to put on the summer house because the other one, that bit, snapped off. So that's my next job. So I'll go and do that. Well, I've just brought that bonsai out of that big pot there, and now I'm going to bonsai them in there, both of them. So I'll get on with that in hyperlapse. Well, I'll start it off to show you actually, just depends on how long it takes me. First of all, I'll move that big thing. I need to sort out these pots, I really do. Right, now I've got a scraper somewhere for that. I don't even know where my claw's gone. It's bizarre. It's always in here. I don't know where. I wonder if the other half's had it. Actually, I'll use this fork. That fork is good enough. Yes. Put that back. What you do, take quite a bit of this off. As much as you can. Try and not touch the moss. There's not much to come out because the roots are very tight bound. In fact, I'll have to cut some of these off. Yeah. Cut them here, I think. Listen to Mr. Russell next door. Howard Jack. Oh, that's better, I think. Plenty of aerial roots. Oh, that's alright, that. Nice and flat. Get some fresh stuff in there. Yeah, that's about it. Just needs a little bit in there. So, I think I'll use this good soil that it was in. Put that in there. I'm going to get my akadama out in a minute and do some mixing. And here we go. Just mix that up a little bit. I'll give this a good soak after because it was quite dry, but this tree can take the dryness. I've also been sorting out trees up there, so I'll show you what I've done afterwards. There you go. How's that? Ooh, rubbish. Right, let's put this in here. Is it high enough yet? Not quite. I think what I'll do, I'll put some akadama in. How's that? Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's that side. On the other hand, would that look good like that? There's a thing. Let's try that. No. Let's try that. Let's try that way. Yeah, that's better. And that way. They were bound together, but they're actually two separate trees, and I think they'd look good in here. Let's have a look. What do you think? Yeah, I can always bonsai them again next year if I'm not happy. So what I'll do, I'll take a bit of that root off that. That's better. Yeah, that'll do. Perfect. So let's get this akadama in. When you use akadama as well, it kind of stays pretty rigid. With soil it can tend to fall over. It's looking good, that. But I want some fine gravel on this, and the trouble is now I've got none left, so I'm going to have to do some in a minute. And what I do, I get the 10mm gravel, and then I get my sieve and shake it, and all the fine gravel comes out. So I'll go and give that a good soak in now. I'll shift that, and then I'll go and sort some gravel out, and I'll show you what I do. So what do you think of that? Not bad at all, is it? Yeah, I like that. Yeah, you can use any pots you want, you know. Hello, darling, come on. Let's have a look at you. He says I'm alright. Oh, look at that little baby. Yes, indeed. Oh, you're so good boy, aren't you? I heard you barking before. I heard you. I heard you. I did. I heard you barking. Oh, you're a good boy, aren't you? Eh? You're beautiful. Oh, yeah. There you go. There's your stroke. I'm going now. See you in a bit. Yeah. Right, what I've got to do, I pour some of that into there and sieve it, separates all the little tiny stuff. So first of all, empty this one, and any big stuff goes back into that bucket. Simples. There won't be much in this because this has already been sieved once. There you go. See, I told you, not much stuff in there. Anyway, so it's not boring, I'm going to put it into hyperlapse. Which, put some nice music to it. Yeah. Now then, look at all this that we've got now. All this fine gravel. So let's gather that up. Now then, got to get a brush, gather up the waste. This is just left with the big gravel now. Oh, that's heavy. Brush. I won't like do this all the time. Good job it's only about once a year. Sometimes a bit more, but not often. Because it lasts a long time, this gravel. Because I mainly use it just on bonsai. These shorts I'm wearing, Billy said they're disgusting. And I must agree. But the gardening shorts. I wouldn't dare go out in these. So now you know why. Job done. And what I'll do now is show you what we've got. Right. See, look at all that. Loads of it. All very fine gravel. And there's the larger gravel. So that's a job done. Oh. I hope you've learned something from that and all. Right, I'll go and get them 2 trees now. They should have well soaked. I've just got rid of one wasp in the bedroom, and then I got rid of another wasp in the conservatory, no, in the lemonry, and now there's another bloody wasp here. I don't know where all wasps are coming from. And the one in the bedroom was massive. Right, all soaky. I need the tray now. Where is it? Oh yeah. I don't want to get all soil on it. Right. Now I've got some gravel. Just need my little scoop wherever I put that. Oh no, can't find it. Can't be far, can it? No idea. Let's have a look. I've got more scoops anyway. Wonder where they are. Well, from my scoop. I left it in the acadama. Quite pleased with that, where this has gone. Right, leave that there. Job done. I'll show you. Ooh. Nice job. There you go. Alright, indeed. That should be alright for a couple of years. Right, I'm just getting 4 trays together. I've done 2 already for runner beans. Now, I had a load of runner beans last year, but I can't find them anywhere. So my friend Leslie's been round and she's brought me some. So we'll get these sorted now. All you do is fill up a tray like this, very easy, and then soak it in water before you put the bean in. That's one. I'll show you in a minute. Last but not least, this one, I'll use this lot. having my tea in a minute. I'm looking forward to that. Right, them 2 trays absolutely wet through, and them 2 trays ready to go in. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take them out. One that side, put that one in. One that side, put one in. There you go, job done. Give them a bit of a soak on top. There you go. That's it. Ready for my runner beans. So just made an hanging basket out of a nice fern. It's I think it's called a hare's foot fern. It should come back this way with a bit of luck, and that's an orchid that went through the winter no problem. So I don't know where they're from, them orchids. All my other orchids died, so I just got 2 orchids, both the same, that I've done all right. Well, I don't think I'll be getting any more orchids, but if I do, I'll make sure that I keep them up in my bedroom in winter. I had a lot of success really from orchids. Some lovely flowers came on them every year. Well, I've soaked my runner bean seeds overnight. Most of them have sank, there's still some floating though. Right, this is my beautiful bonsai from the front. Look at that beauty. It's beauty, isn't it? I mean, come on. That's great, that. Anyway, I'll put it into hyperlapse because I've got to sort all this out, and I'm going to have to repot it because I think it needs a bit more juice, I think. New juice because the roots have come to the outside neatly. So yeah, that's what I'll get on with now. And I'll let you watch in hyperlapse. Right, first of all, let's get all this out. That's nice, see? It's all right, that ready. Just brought 2 pots down from up there that may have, or may not have, osters in. Let's put that out there. Right, let's break this up now. Doesn't matter if this akadama gets mixed in with soil because it works out great anyway. But this is, you got to break it up bit by bit. Right, lucky enough, I only had a couple of roots. There was a big chunky root there, you can see where I've cut that off. There was also another root facing upwards, which you don't want. I think that root there might want doing. Just here, I'll show you. It's not going up as such, but it's slightly moving upwards. Let me just get that there. See there? Yeah. That root can be taken off. Do that with scissors actually. You don't want any roots coming upwards. You want them going down. Down, down, down. I know camera work's not great when I'm doing that, but you think you get the drift. Now if you have a look there, it's really nice, ready. Just needs some fresh stuff in there, a bit of feed, and it's ready for another year. And it does very well, this tree, it really does. So I'll get on with that in hyperlapse. Right, what I've done, I've put some macadamia underneath, mixed a slight bit of compost, mix that up, and now I've put the plant in, the tree, and I've put macadamia around it. Now what I need to do now to make sure there's no air underneath is poke around a bit, make sure it's all going underneath, because we don't want any air pockets, like I say. Then once I've done that, I can put a bit of chicken manure in, not much. Now there is a root that I don't want on there. That's alright now. So then you carry on poking. Yeah, I've just found another root that I don't need. That can go downwards, that one. And then I'll put a bit of macadamia on that, keep on pressing. Pokey poke. Once you think you've done it all, feels alright now, that. Don't feel like there's any air gaps. So then you press down hard, like this. I will now put a bit of chicken manure in, not much. And there's a disgusting smell. I thought, what's that disgusting smell? Then I realised it's my camembert cheese and the chicken manure, when I opened it, mixing together. It's not so good. I'll finish this off now with plenty of macadamia. Get it just below the rim so I can put some gravel on. I did put gravel on it last year and it looked quite good, but I think I will this year. See what that looks like. Never rush a bonsai. Let's have a look. Yeah, that looks good. Now then, with a bit of luck, after I put the gravel on, this area here probably will get some moss on, but I've got some moss stuff in here somewhere, and then when I find it, I'll show you, and you can sprinkle. Oh, that's the hormone. They're in little packets somewhere. I'll knock it off and then I'll get back to you on it, but they're in one of these containers somewhere. Let me get the gravel on first. Do you remember I sieved a lot of this fine gravel yesterday? And the good thing about macadamia is, even with the gravel, it can blend in, because it looks like gravel itself. I'll show you now what it looks like. Right, that's enough, I think. Right, I'll show you now. Anyway, I found it. Shift them out for now. 2 sticks, put them in that one, I think. Pen, that can go in there. Right. Oh, saltpetre, I haven't used that for a long time. Right, this is the moss bonsai spores. You can see. That might be backwards, but there you go. And what I'll do, I think, I'll go and wet it through first, then I'll bring it back and I'll put the spores on that area and maybe onto the gravel. Right, so all these floaters I'll take off and just put them on there temporarily. And what I'll do, I'll soak them for another day, see if anything happens. If it doesn't, I'll just throw them because they've been no good. Any more? One more. That looks like it will sink. Yeah, they've all sank. Yep. Right, so here we go. Put one. There's a nice big one. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Right. Best way is to put them in that way. You don't have to go too deep. Perhaps half an inch. Something's stopping that going down. Right. All I need now is some soil on top. There you go. One set of runner beans done. 3 more trays left. I'll put it into hyperlapse. You've seen one tray. I'll mark them all up, all at the same time, I think. Runner beans. Avocados are growing well. Nothing else coming up yet. Not warm enough. So that's what all I've got to do is mark this out. Runner bean. That's another job done. Yes. I'll put it on that one. So now I know all them 4 trays are runner beans. Onwards. There's the resident cat doing what cats do. Sleep. 16 hours a day they sleep, cats. It's ridiculous. Anyway, what I'm going to do now, because I've got loads left, I'm going to put all these into here, but I need to get rid of all these weeds first of all. I don't need to change nothing, might add a little bit, but that's about it, because at the end of the day they grow, they don't. Right, I've put them runner beans into that now. I'm going to have to get a rack of some kind, probably some wire. I might have some on my shed roof. I will now go back down there and put them other runner bean seeds that were floating back in some water and see what happens. Right, my better half has just said to me that this cannot go back on the front because it's too good a tree, which I agree. So she said you must go up the garden and find somewhere for it. So I'm going to put it on the table temporarily while I have a good think of where it's going. But first of all, I've got something to show you. This is a beautiful stone. Look at that. I always keep it on this bonsai here, just on its own like that. Job done. Just got to find somewhere for it now. In the meantime, she wants something for the front. So I've got to have a think about that. So I'll switch off for now. Right, I've got a privet here. It's just coming out. You can't really see. I should have a dark background really for the bonsai, shouldn't I? Anyway, that's going on the front and I'll show you where. Well, that's where it's going. On the bird table. She's stopped feeding them now. Don't need it really in summer. This palm tree is looking amazing. Look at the size of it. It was only small when I got it, but it's getting really big. Not in height as such, but bulky. I'll show you from a different angle if I can. There you go, look at the size of that. Beautiful, isn't it? There's your Fatso japonica. Gorgeous. Then you've got the Phormium 10X Niagara over there, can you see it? And I've got a similar Phormium 10X. Another name is New Zealand Flax. This is my palm tree, normal. I've got some nice plants. Here I've got a plant called Acanthus mollis, but if you look at the leaf, it's like a yellowy green, lime green. And most Acanthus mollis are very dark green. And here, I grew this from seed, is a Melianthus major. Beautiful. A lot of crappy leaves on it, I'm going to have to sort them out. And as you can see, I've got another Phormium tenax under there. And if you have a look at this beauty, it gets bigger every year, right? That is a Euphorbia Caracius wolfenii, or Wolfenii caracius, whichever way you want to put it. It's the biggest of the Euphorbias and it's beautiful. This is a nice Acer, and it's ready for coming out. This plant here, Arum, I have tried to kill it and it doesn't want to die. I've left just a spot there, but I've just got to see how it goes. If it doesn't go, I'm going to have to spray it again. And here we've got another type of Phormium tenax. The front garden never really needs much work doing to it. Got a nice grass growing in here, and as you can see, we've got a cordyline here, and then we've got a dark leafed hydrangea. And you see this lily, when it comes out, it's amazing. It's massive, big lily, this big white flowers. I've got the bananas, and they've survived. I've had a check, and you can see the inside of them, and they're quite green, so I'll leave them to grow. There they are, can you see? There's the growth inside. Just got to let them come up. Pull that out. I know they are alive because I can feel them, they're hard. Yeah, they're a Japanese type banana. Like these in here, I'll show you, which I've cut right back. But they'll be coming back. Oh. I only cut them 3 days ago. Look at the size of them already. Dearie me. Anyway, they're a Japanese banana as well. Now for my Japanese ornament, I've got to go and find another bonsai. But she doesn't want that prize one there. She's quite afraid that it might get stolen. Although it's been there 2 years, you never know. Oh, I meant to show you this. You've seen this giant... let's have a look, it's me. Hanging basket. Well, in it, every year, there they are, can you see them? They are native orchids of our country. And they grow fantastic. Oh, there's a little tree there, it's working. I'll leave that, see how that goes. Yeah. Yeah, I've got plenty of orchids come up every year. Right, I did tell you about this, these spores of this moss, and they're very, very fine, and they come in a little packet. There you go, bonsai moss spores. You've got to put a bit onto your hand, don't need much, and if you look, it's a very, very fine powder. See you. Spread it where you can. Need a bit more. Got to do it a little bit at a time. Oh, too much. Oh dear. Mind you, I can spread it not just on there, but I can spread it on the gravel and it should grow alright. Very, very fine powder. How much have I got left? I've got a couple of these. Yep, got plenty left. There's some spores on there and all. Right. Got to find somewhere for that. I've just put it on top of my chimney here. I'm not so sure I like it up there. I'll have to probably try something else. Right, last but not least, the remainders of those runner beans. And do you know, they all sank, every one of them, so they're all ready for planting. So what I did last night, stuck them in a load of compost, let them dry slightly. Now they're going outside up there. I'm not quite sure yet, so I'll stop it now and we'll go and have a look. Right, what I'll do, I'll put the remainder in the front there, and then I think I'll put some in there, finish them off rather than waste them. I've got to do it now because lots of plants are coming up now. There's a tree. What a waste of time they are. See, there are the plants. Well, I might be able to get them all in here actually. Then I'll cover them up. Oh yeah, one there, one there, one there. Then I'll give them a good soaking after. One there, and one there, and a last one there. And these, 6 of them, I think I'll put in here. We'll see what happens. Get rid of that. Give them a good soaking, I think, in a minute as well. This should do all right in here. These others, what I've got in here, you can see, them is garlic. We'll just see how they get on. Right, I'll just go and get some water. Right, a good watering now. Make sure I don't stand on anything. We've not had rain for such a long time. I'll give that a bit. Don't need much. Push that further down. That one further down, that down, that down. Yeah, need to push down a bit. As long as they're below the surface, that's all that matters. Right, now fill them up. And hopefully we'll have a good crop of beans. Put a bit on there, yeah. Right, that should do. I'll water me hump after under the man cave. Right, I'm going to call that a day. That's video 17. I'm going to go and water all my bonsais because while I've been away they'll have needed some water. Give them a little bit, but they need a bit more now. If you just water them a lot at the beginning, it all just goes right through the pot because they don't hold much soil, so the water goes right through, doesn't soak up. That's what you do, you give them a little bit, let the water soak in, and then later on do it again, and then everything's fine. See you later. Goodbye everybody, I hope you enjoy the video. I've also got about 2 or 3 videos maybe coming on where we went to Stockport and had some fun.